Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. And last time we brought Shana here so we could try to fix the poison issue she's been having. And here in Lohan we have probably the most confusing area, or the most confusing town rather, to traverse in the entire game. There are so many doors here. And we have to find which one leads to, well, information that we can gather in order to find a way to cure Shana's poison. And most of the people here say nothing useful. And your first time playing, you're running around, you're talking to everyone, you can go over here, but there's nothing over here. You know, you're going through the whole town, you're trying to figure out exactly where to go, trying to find anyone interesting to talk to. And there really isn't anyone interesting to talk to. There's only one person that can help you out, and we already have met him. And I'll go into more detail about that in a little bit. Oh, well, sorry. Anyway, going up here will lead us, oddly enough, somewhere we've been before in a different game. The roof. Yes, this is very similar to Final Fantasy IX. Now, there's not a lot to do up here. Most of these are dead ends, and I can't, yeah, this one's a complete dead end. There's nothing in there. And that, for some reason, happens a lot in game. That happens a lot in this town. Let's try this again. Hope you like looking at black screens, because we're going to be loading a lot of doors in this area. From here, you can jump over. And if you run onto the roof there, she gets mad at you. And if you go in there, she'll say that the roof is for everyone and not to run on it. So you can just, you know, walk instead. I believe this is one person in here as well. Yes, there's one person in here. Do you say anything interesting? Oh, okay. Actually, I was wrong. There's a second person. There's a ladder here. And I don't recall what this person says. Do you say anything interesting? Oh yeah, she's trying to get me to buy stuff. Oddly enough, my sweetheart is kind of in bed right now. Now, in order to find our way back to where we were, we'll go back to that other door later. That's in order to proceed, so we'll do that after. Yeah, you just pop up here, and we're back to where we were. Now, this one leads to the inn, and I wouldn't worry too much. No one here says anything interesting. You can head down the side over here if you feel like it. Don't bother resting. We'll have another way of taking care of that for free. It's only 10 gold, so it's not like it's a lot, but there's no point. We'll be able to heal ourselves for free soon enough. Pretty much as soon as we leave town, actually. And here we can, well, I'll go talk to this guy. This guy's somewhat interesting. What do you say? It's a huge bird. Now, apparently, that's the beak up here, and if you look down below, there's the body. That just looks creepy. I have no idea why that's there. But it is, so what can you do, eh? Anyways, we've done that, so we've taken care of all 5 of those doors and all the other areas that they lead to. So let's head to the left here, see if we can actually accomplish something going this way. And yeah, we actually can. There's something to find here. Something we haven't had to look for quite a while now. Come on. Been through so many dungeons in the last little while, we haven't had a chance to go to a town and search for the thing that is going to take the entire game. Stardust! What do you say? Oh, you're opening a bookstore. Well, okay, sure. If you insist. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do here. You just approach the back of the door and go back through there. Kind of like that same situation in Final Fantasy V, though it was, I think, a dungeon at the time. When you could go through a bookshelf there, I believe, in the ancient library, if I recall correctly. Oh, well, yeah, we kind of took care of that dragon. Yeah, he's kind of dead. Anyway, no, I do not want to talk to you. I want to go back down the ladder. Thank you. So yeah, this episode, unfortunately, we're going to spend a while going through the town. It's a relatively big town. It's relatively difficult to, traverse. But we will definitely get out of here before the end of the episode. I'm not going to sit in here for, more than one episode. It's not worth it. You're trying to sell me clothes. I don't need to buy clothes. It's an RPG. I'm going to wear the same clothes for the entirety of the game, unless the game dictates I need to wear something else, like going to a dance or, a seed exam or something like that. Anyway, let's pop in here. I think I missed a door there. Yeah, I missed a door. And here, I'm not going to talk to absolutely everybody. This guy's kind of interesting. This here, as you can see, this is part of an area we've already been to. We got the Stardust over here. And later on, we can go to the left door there, which leads to one item shop, I believe. And the one above us, the guy way at the top there, he has the weapon shop. And apparently it's all controlled by the Merchants Guild. And apparently they maintain control and fairness in the market. Does that come up again later in the game? No, not particularly. And they're not doing a very good job, and I'll go into why that is a little later. Now, the next dungeon we go to, we're going to want a specific item that we can finally buy. An attack that hits multiple enemies. Now, I recommend buying 3 of these if it's your first time and you're playing this game and you're not particularly good at the additions, or you're not good at button mashing, because you can raise the damage of this one as well, indicated by the multi there in parentheses down there. I'd recommend buying 1 more, but I just did this in test run and I know I only need 3. If it happens that I need to use 1 more, then I'll get by it somehow or another. It's not absolutely required, but it does make the boss fight substantially easier. And yes, I'm spoiling the fact that there is at least 1 more boss fight in this game. Alright, let's sell 1 of those. I don't think I need to sell anything else for now. I look pretty good here. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. We took care of that. Now, get out of my way. Let's head up here and enter into the weapon shop. And here we finally encounter why you want money in this game. Are you ready? You're not ready. 10,000 gold. Now, it's not like we need this at any point in time in this game. You can beat the entire game, including optional bosses, without it. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if this is only the first time you're playing this game, but, I'm going to make it so that I can afford at least 3 of these for the main 3 characters that I'll be using. I'll be using all of the characters pretty well equally, but, you can only have 3 in at a time, so I want to have at least 3 for my active party members. Now, we could get a lance, but I already got one. Cape, this is important. It ups magical attack. That's the wrong button. We want to pick that up. It's only 60 gold. It's very good upgrade for Rose there. Definitely want to pick that up now. And here we come across some interesting items. The War God Calling. Basically what it does is it does the addition for you. You don't have to press any buttons, but it halves the damage and the SP you gain when you complete it. So it would make it take twice as long in order to build up not only Dragoon levels, but in order to kill anything. So that's, in my opinion, completely useless. Here we get a Phantom Shield, and again, 10,000 gold, we can't afford anything close to it. Reduces all damage by half. Again, another endgame item that I personally won't be going for, but you can if you want to. And here we get a Dragon Shield and an Angel Scarf, which basically cost 5,000 a pop, but you might as well save up and get one of these, because that's only physical and that's only magical. You might as well get something that does both, especially if you're gonna, buy one of each or whatever. And here's the Ultimate War God. The Ultimate War God makes addition completely successful, which basically it doesn't cut your damage or your SP in half, which is why it costs so much. I never use it. I think it's a wasted accessory that you might as well use for something better, like even that, a power wrist is better because at least it raises your stats. I'm not a particular fan of buying accessories because you get enough decent ones in the game that you really don't need to. We'll definitely point out the ones that are quite useful, especially for individual times in the game. But, you know, for the most part, I will be avoiding buying a lot of accessories. Other equipment I buy a lot of because pretty much every time you find new equipment in a shop, you're going to get better stuff than you had before. Now, I forgot a door over here, so let's go back. At least I believe I forgot a door. I didn't go in here, did I? Okay, I did go in there. Never mind. Wasting time. Don't worry. We're still going to get out of here, even if it goes a little long. It's not going to go as long as yesterday's. Sorry about that. I turned my timer off in the middle of a boss fight. Here. Blends in right into the background, doesn't it? Treasure chest. And we get an angel robe, which Rose can't use because being darkness elemental, I guess she's not an angel. Go figure. And if those purple pants are, you know, not familiar to you, then what happened to the video that I made a couple of days ago? Yes, it's Dabas, of course. And he's pretty much still a goofy merchant. Yeah, nothing has changed. Now he can run his business. Well, that's good. Unfortunately, now that you've gotten to this point, all he sells are antiques, which he can't sell to you, and he no longer has his shop. So if you wanted any more of those pellets, you have to buy those before, I believe before the boss fight. I've not, checked it out. I don't know if you can get all the way to Lohan and then backtrack. I don't think you can, but, it's not particularly important. You won't need pellets. Well, you might want them toward the end of Disc 1, but they're definitely not required, and there are other ways of getting attack items. Okay. Very rare herb. Uh-huh. You have it? Hey, asshole. What an ass. Doesn't even care at all. Where did you hear about it? Secret notebook, which of course he carries on him at all times. North of the poison forest, past the troublesome plant. Apparently that plant that I showed off a couple episodes ago has been there for quite a long time. And apparently the Dragoon plant is in the back of the shrine. Yeah, if you remember, I talked to that plant. Otherwise, it really doesn't make any sense if you didn't go back and talk to it and find out that you could not pass it. Cannot get past it unless you purify it. Oh yeah, that's right. The one that healed us. That should be able to do it. Might as well go for that. No, I'm not going to shop here. Though I am going to head back in because he's hiding stuff in there that I actually do want that he's not going to charge me for. Well, specifically one thing. Set up the ladder here. The second ladder leads nowhere to books that I believe Dart doesn't understand or doesn't recognize. Anyway, suit of armor. Stardust. Now, you can slide down the pole if you go all the way to the top of the area there. Not that that's particularly interesting. Anyway, got that figured out. So let's head down here. Got one more thing to do before we head out. Classy brother. You'll have something I like. Well, I wonder. Hey, applying logic to a game? Really? Cool. Yeah, and apparently, goodbyes. A bottle. That should be cheap. How much? Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever earned that much in this game. Yeah, let's go talk to somebody who's not an idiot. Aw. Yeah, so what is the real price? 3,000. I don't even have that much. Like hell. Not a chance. Hey. Discount. No, that's still too much. That's almost all the gold I have. Oh, 1,000. Well, that's better. Wonder how many times I can do this. 500. Oh, that's not bad. Drop it again. 100 gold. That's expensive. I don't want it. Huh? And if you say no enough times, he gives it to you for free, which is, of course, very nice. And we get the water bottle. Nice. I think Rose would have had a better plan for attaining that bottle, but she'll show you more about stuff like that later. Anyway, if you want to head up here, we can find a crate with 100 gold, and in the basket, a Stardust. Now, if you go up here, you'll go into a fairgrounds area, and if you take another turn, at least on the emulator that I'm using at this particular time, the screen will go black and it won't load. So just, you don't have to go over there for storyline purposes yet. We will later, but just avoid it for now. I actually just found that out earlier today. I almost never go over there early, but I figured I'd look over there and see if there was anything interesting, and I got black screens. That was fun. Now, there's one more thing to get here. One more Stardust. I should have 14. There's 4 in this town. There we go. So 14 Stardust, and yeah. So now we can head out. Now, in order... And I got no music. That's great. Nah, it's short enough. Let's just go in. Go to the Nest of the Dragon. In order to get the... whoa, what am I looking for here? The water. We can... just kind of drop down here and run straight down here. It might even be faster to do it the other way, but oh well. Now, I said not to worry about, resting in the inn, and that's because obviously we're heading right back here to the healing spring, and we can heal for free. And, one battle on the way is not a big deal. Anyway, okay. Have to get rid of the plant in order to head back to the shrine. Okay. And we acquired the life water. And if we talk to it again, then we get full healing. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. Next time we will, during my rambling, we're going to get up there, and I'll just meet you by that plant at the start of the next video there. So yeah, if you want to know how to do that, I'm going to show it very quickly before we head out here. And luckily we don't have to watch him climb the entire distance. Actually fades to black relatively shortly. Yeah, if you have any desire to head back, which of course we do, we must just hit the button here. And there we go. Anyway, so that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.